Welcome to the garden. It's quiet, it's damp, and y'all, it's pure joy. For me, this morning stroll is nature's way of hitting the pause button. Before the world gets loud, I come here to just listen. And I listen to the water, the growth, and my own thoughts. After a little reflection, I figured out exactly what this space needs. So, come on y'all, we're going to Lowe's this morning. We're looking for plants that don't just grow, but they bring peace. Good morning. It is the weekend, and this morning I want to give you all an update on my veggies and how I am doing in my yard right now, because right now I am trying to get the back area by my pond back to its spring self, and also the front area. So what I'm going to be doing with y'all is I'm going to be showing you around of where we are with that and where I want to be. But first, I need to go to Lowe's this morning. So it is about 7:45 in the morning, and me and the hubby gonna jump in the car, go to Lowe's, because I have my plants, my veggie plants. They are growing, y'all. They are growing. And I want to do a couple new things with them, especially with my cucumbers and my tomatoes, and how I'm going to help them grow vertically. One will grow on a trellis, and the other one will grow on a line. Something that I found on YouTube of how to help your tomatoes grow. So with all of that being said, I am getting ready to go to Lowe's. And if you are just joining the channel and you don't know who I am, I'm Dr. Joy, an over 50 girly, a Gen Xer, and a person who promotes and live my motto: love who you are and let no one take your joy away. I do that daily and especially on the weekend. So I hope you're joining. And if you like this video today, make sure that you like it and subscribe, because I love sharing my chasing after joy experience to encourage you to chase after joy too. All right. It's still kind of cool outside, but we're getting ready to go. All right, here we go. We're getting ready to go now, and it's not too many people out. It's still early, but the birds are always chirping. In my home, it is about 5 o'clock when I start hearing all those birds chirp, and yeah, so they are chirping this morning. And no one else is. I guess they say it's the weekend, but I got things to do, y'all. I got things to do today. And the hubby is driving, not I. I'm waiting on him. Get in the car. But again, what I do want to say is that this spring, I am truly enjoying this spring season again. And the reason is because everything is just popping out and it's so pretty, and it makes me feel like the work that I did the year before that and the year before that is actually coming together. I plan on doing some other things with you all out in my garden, especially around my pond, and I want to name that area. So I have what we're trying to develop in our backyard, because we got a huge backyard. I'm trying to have 3 different sections of my backyard. One where my peace is by my pond. The middle area right now is my veggie garden. I have 5 beds out there, along with my pergola that's out there that I can sit on my sofa and look out at my veggies and look through the at the bamboo and see all the cardinals and all the different types of birds. They just jump through. I think they love the bamboo. And then the other side, which is my left side of, if you're facing, like I'm facing my home now. So the left side of my backyard, what we're going to do, I hate that we got to do this, but it will be beneficial for us, is we're going to move. Right now it's nothing over there. Nothing over there. We're getting rid of some trees. We've already gotten rid of, how many trees over there? Two, so we can get more sun back there, because when my boys were in the home, they played basketball back there, soccer back there. They were just being boys, and they tore up the grass. Now that they are gone and that grass is growing back, or at least trying to grow back, we said, okay, we need to help it out. So we are going to cut down some trees that gave more shade back there, to now not having those trees back there. And then we're going to move my veggie garden over to the left side, add another pergola, and add a greenhouse, a full-fledged wood greenhouse. Right now I have one, it's a plastic one, but a full-fledged greenhouse where some of the veggies that do not require pollination can stay in there, like my greens. I only can get greens one time a year now. Do you know why? That is because the butterflies. The butterflies come and they're beautiful. I have a butterfly tattoo. I love butterflies. But the backstory of a butterfly is it's first a caterpillar. And the caterpillar has to munch on all the veggies that it can once the egg is laid. And it makes many of those little caterpillars. Once the butterfly flies on your greens, it lays many eggs, and then all of those caterpillars are there because they want to be beautiful butterflies too. But not on my watch, y'all. Not on my watch. Because I'm like, no, I want some greens. I want to eat me some greens. So, anyway, I fight that after the first harvest. Usually I harvest around May or June, and I try to plant again. It does not last. Those butterflies tear into that, and the caterpillars just munch. It reminds me when I was a teacher, because I taught elementary school before I became a vice principal. And I used to read the story, The Very Hungry Caterpillar, to my students. And I really didn't get it, because back then I wasn't trying to do any gardening or anything like that. And I'm like, it's munching through everything. And that's how it grows into this beautiful butterfly. No, y'all. I am not the same anymore. I am not. I'm like, get the caterpillars away. Every time I see a butterfly, I'm trying to like scoot it away so it will not land on my cabbage, or it will not land on my my husband automatically turned on the car. I guess he's still in. He's like, Joy must be out there talking. But it doesn't land on my cabbage or my greens or anything else that will make those caterpillars just much. But again, y'all, those are kind of like the changes that we're doing. And then in the front, it gets so hot. It gets so hot in the front of my home. Like the sun is hard. So nothing ever really grows there. So I'm going to check out this morning to see if they have any lantana. If they have any lantana, then I will get some more of that, because that's the only thing that grows up there. And my HOA will not allow you to have any fake flowers. But I found some realistic flowers, some ferns. So that's what I'm going to put on there. And hopefully unless they're on my porch. Now, if HOA is on my porch looking that they're fake, that's a problem. But they usually will not be looking like that. But yeah, I'm going to have some fake little ferns up there because I have to have my front looking good. And I really don't concentrate on the front as much as I concentrate on the back because I'm usually in the back. I love my backyard. I love the peace that it brings. I love my pond area. I just love it all. So I'm definitely wanting and waiting to get all the things that I need for that. Okay, y'all, I see the hubby coming, and let me get off of here, and I'll see y'all in a bit.
The blinds, coffee in my favorite cup, bare feet on cool tile, a little slow, still waking up. Phone on the dresser, let it buzz, I let it ring. Today the world can wait, I'm busy learning how to sing. To chase every little expectation, now I just trace my own constellation. If it don't bring me peace, I let it slide, I let it slide. I'm living my life like it's golden, touching joy the way I choose. Every laugh, every moment I'm holding, like I got nothing, nothing to lose. I'm living in the kitchen, spinning in an old t-shirt, burning toast loud, singing, but my heart don't hurt. I say yes to my mirror, girl, you're more than just enough. These brown hands, this big laugh, all my tender, all my tough. I used to bend till I broke from all that pleasing. Now I ascend every season, no more freezing. If it don't feel like love, I step aside, I step aside. I'm living my life like it's golden, touching joy the way I choose. Every laugh, every moment I'm holding, like I got nothing, nothing to lose. I'm living my life like it's golden, on my rhythm, on my time. If you see me shining, it's 'cause I've spoken joy in my own way into my life. To throw my hands up high, oh yeah, dancing in my living room under this quiet sky. They tried to draw the borders around what I could feel, but I color past the edges. Every shade of real, I'm living my life like it's golden, touching joy the way I choose. Every laugh, every moment I'm holding, like I got nothing, nothing to lose. I'm living my life like it's golden.
So I a whole conversation with this lady at Lowe's, and that she works here, and she wanted me to buy 2 because I was going to mess up her display. So she gave me 2 for 1. Yay! So you know what? It pays to talk to people. It really does. And so I got this for my hummingbirds. So I'm so happy. Okay. All right. Other than that, yeah, we're good. Like my husband's gonna kill me for buying another thing. These are all my shade stuff. So I am gonna love this over there in my area because it's just gonna give me some peace, and then to see the hummingbirds. Yes, I'm super excited to see the hummingbirds come. Yay. Okay, so y'all, I think I got everything that I need, of course. Yeah, so where am I gonna plant this? We'll have to figure that out. And yeah, so I am super excited about what I got. I'm so happy. I'm going into the plant store. It's always a happy moment. So let's go find the hubby. And he's probably gonna look at my stuff and like, Joy. All right, y'all, we are back in the car, and we had to make one other stop. But anyway, I just wanted to come on just to let you know that the items that I did buy from the store, I'm so happy that I got an opportunity to speak to an expert, a plant expert that was in Lowe's, and she was telling me so much information about the shrimp plants. She was actually showing me that the hummingbirds go to the shrimp plant and the salvia. I am so embarrassed, y'all. You can tell that I'm still an amateur when it comes to planting. I am so embarrassed because I kept asking her, where is the salvia? And the salvia is something that I already have in my yard. I heard this on YouTube. I guess the salvia that they had was blue or some type of bluish purple, and I thought that's the color that I needed, but I got salvia. And that's why I feel like I am, I guess, ignorant to plant life. But anyway, I got it. I already have it in my yard. I got a couple more because I want these hummingbirds to come. And she also told me do not put the red dye. So if you have a hummingbird little thing to attract your hummingbirds, she said, now I don't know how true it is. If you are a hummingbird expert or more of a plant expert, tell me in the comments. But she said that the red dye that's in that stuff that we get from Lowe's to attract the hummingbirds is actually some type of chemical in there. You'll hear her say it on my video. So when you hear me going through Lowe's, you'll hear her say that it has a chemical in it and it's not really good for the hummingbirds. Just use the sugar and the water. Now,
I'm just going to show you real quick. Because see, that's plain water.
yeah.
The plain sugar water. They tell you not to put the red in it because the red is, somehow it's chemically poisonous to them.
Yeah.
So don't put any dye mix. Don't buy the red ones on the shelf. Just use the and you can find it online.
Yes, now I do that. So I use YouTube as a search engine, and I put in hummingbirds, and my mother-in-law gave me a link with this lady who also had these plants and these feeders for the hummingbirds, and she said to use water. I think it was 2 parts water, 1 part sugar, something like that, and put it in your little feeder, and it should feed the hummingbirds, and your hummingbirds will come. Well, I didn't get nothing last year. Not a damn thing. Not one. Y'all hear me? Not one. So what I am expecting this year is I got these plants and I got my feeder, and I am hoping to get some hummingbird birds coming to my yard because I love the birds. I love cardinals. I love all of those things. I got another birdhouse, which I'll be showing y'all through my update today. Yeah, I like the birds, and I put them in specific places because I don't like the poop. Kind of like, I love outside, but I don't like to get bit. So I always got something that I love, but I have stipulations that go along with that. But anyway, we're almost headed back to the house. My husband had to make one more stop. When I'm riding with him, he makes all the stops he wants to first before we get back to the house. So yeah, so I'm riding with him, and we'll be back soon, and then I will continue this update with you. Oh, and remember, this update is going to be over various days of things that I've done. So you may see me on with a different outfit on, okay? It's all right, because I have different days that I was kind of buying everything, and now I'm coming together to give you the overall overview of what I have done and what has been accomplished. The plant update in my backyard, front yard updates are always good and in progress. All right. Here are the what is this? Not jasmine. This is the gardenia. Look at this, y'all. Gardenia. It is dead as a doorknob. That's because it is full sun on my front porch. That is in a pot. I was watering it. You have to almost water it every day. So it did not do well. And here's the other one. Both of these pots go on the front of our by our door, the entrance way, and they look beautiful, but the sun did too much damage to them. You notice they are coming back in really good, but my husband said I did a terrible job with chopping the old stuff up, so I'm going to prune those to make sure all of that is up back. Then we had pine straw here. We're not going to do pine straw anymore. We are going to do mulch, so we're changing that. This is our other big huge sago palm there. I guess it's called sago palm, but that one has been here since we moved into our home. So it's over 20 years old. Again, here we have lantanas. These lantanas are doing very well of growing back, but again, look at that, y'all. I did a rough cut, whatever I use, and he said I did terrible, and I don't like when he talk about me like that, so I gotta fix it. These are starting to come back. We are replacing all of this pine straw with mulch, so they are coming back. These are big, huge elephant ears. I don't know if I showed those last year. I don't even know if I was recording during the summer last year. I don't think I was. That's why you didn't get a chance to see how beautiful they are. But they're going to come back very, very big and huge. Back here, this is where I have to start. You see, I already got all of my low stuff put back here. So it's a lot of greenery back here, but during the summertime, it's a shady, part shade kind of vibe back here. But I put lots and lots and lots of plants. So I plan on getting all of this together. So I'm going to be raking, doing like a lot of cleaning today. And now I'm going to give you kind of like an update of what's been going on in the garden. We'll start with the veggie garden and then move on over to my pond area where you will see me starting to work on that. So here we are with all of my greens here, and I have each row I have 4 rows, 1, 2, 3, 4, 4 rows of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 4 rows of 7. That's how much I love greens, y'all. And now people have told me that you can freeze these greens. My mother-in-law say I have to flash boil them and then freeze them, because if not, then just putting them in once they get from out of the out of the yard, it's going to have mushy greens, and nobody wants mushy greens. But if you notice here, I have my onion in there. That's going to cut down on the pests too. I do not put any pesticides on my veggies. I don't care what anybody say, because I found a person. She's called the Gardenary. I think her YouTube is the Gardenary, and she said you use complement plants in order to cut down on the bugs, and then you are pest free. So I guess that's what makes it organic, y'all. I don't know, maybe. I do not have, look down here, like, see here, look, just, can y'all see this? Okay, so like it's on the ground here. You try to make sure that you take these kind of things here out, because you don't want anything crawling on your veggies as you are keeping them in your garden, because that will cut down on pests as well when you take these away. And the only thing that I do when I take these out is I just put it in my compost. So I try not to have too many things that's on the ground, and I'm trying so hard not to harvest just yet. I think I want them to grow a little bit taller first. But you see all of these here, I just got these while we're just in here having conversation this morning with the update. But you want to just make sure that you take these things away so that you will not have any bugs that can get on your veggies from the ground. Oh, I needed to do a lot there this morning. Okay, but that's okay. I love being out here, y'all. Hubby's on the other side, which is my pond side. And if y'all know a name for me to have on that peaceful side over there, please put it in the comments, because I love I want my garden areas to have a name. I'm going to name all 3 sections, because it's good when you're just having these conversations with, you know, you all. I can say, hey, on this side or on peaceful side, this is what's going on, and you'll kind of know what I'm talking about, instead of saying, oh, on this veggie side and on this side and da 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 da. So you see how I'm just taking all these little things up here? I'm taking all this away so that I will not get any bugs going on. Even these little extra things, and I think that comes from the compost. Any little extra little stuff that shouldn't be there. Marigolds as well, they help with the bugs, cut down on the bugs. Okay, so look, this is all I got, and I'm going to take this right on over here to my compost. Okay, so y'all remember when I was talking about this icky nasty, this is the compost, y'all. This is the compost. And I used it all up for the 5 beds that I have, and we are having to start all the way back over. So we got some couple little things down in there, all that nastiness going on. But anyway, let's move on over to the next one. Here we have update on my peppers. Peppers usually grow slow. They are growing very slow, even though they're growing, but they're growing slow. So here, see, you have here this little flower that's coming out. Usually when the flowers come out, it's usually saying it's time for a pepper to come, but it's too early for that. So what I do for this, and look at that, I think I need to put on my glove. Hold on, y'all. Okay, y'all, I'm back. I had to go get some gloves. I was doing those greens and my hands was getting dirty, and I got me some more gloves. I got some pink ones this time. So anyway, I want to say about this, about my gloves. I got so many different gloves. My husband, whenever he see me coming with a new pair of gloves, he says I have more gloves than an usher at a church. You know, he always got something funny to say. But let me tell you, I found these little cute little gloves. So this is what I'm going with today to help us go through this garden update. And I don't know, if it looks cute when it comes to the gloves, I will, buy a couple more of them. So I got on this one glove. I got on this one and holding the camera with the other hand. So let's see if we can finish this update now with my hands not getting dirty. So here we go with, like I said, with the peppers. The peppers are not going to grow as fast, okay? The peppers are going to do what they do. But you have to plant them in the spring if you want peppers for the fall. And then I noticed that they grow very, very slow during the summertime because it's so hot. It is so hot. But when it starts to cool off a little bit, then that's when they start putting out lots and lots of peppers. You see this right here at the bottom? So again, I'm learning from that gardener and also from my mother-in-law, but from the gardener lady, she said you need to take these little bottom ones out, these bottom little leaves here, you need to take them out because what it does is it can hit the bottom, it can have some bugs to get on it. Not only that, it just helps with the growth process. So I try to take off the bottom leaves so it can continue to grow very heavy there. Okay, so now here we go with this update. These are my 1, 2, 3, 4. I got 4 rows of tomatoes. These tomatoes, these are my plum tomatoes that Roma tomatoes this year. This year is a different tomato that I used before, and I think I got some kind of heirloom tomato as well. If you notice, when I first started, they were like here, y'all. It was like right here. Now look at that. Look at that. Look how tall it is. It didn't got really, really tall. Super excited about that. If you notice, I've been tearing it off. Well, not tearing it, but I've been pulling the bottom leaves. Again, the bottom leaves, the reason I pull those off is because it helps the tomato heat growing very, very tall. So today with the update, it's going to be on this. And look at that. It has a little flower there, but it's not going to give me a tomato just yet. But they are starting to lean. Tomatoes have very, very thin looking stems, and so they need some support. So I will be putting some support on them today. It is good with a complementary plant to have marigolds in there. It's also good to have some basil in there, and then I also have some dill. I have, what kind of tomato is this? Okay, here, see right here, this is just a regular tomato here, but I thought I bought some kind of heirloom tomato. I thought I did, but anyway, you have to go back and look at the video for that. I think I did that, and I think I just put the wrong little thing down. But anyway, look how tall that is. Look at that from the ground. Look how tall that is. This is a beautiful. And I am getting ready to make sure that these have a little stake on it so they can start, stand straight up, because right now they're leaning, and I don't want it to lean too much, because the more it leans, the more it will stay just that way. Now look at this, y'all. I bought a blueberry bush. I had a blueberry bush on my what side was that? On the side where I had that's what I said, I need some names, y'all. On my pond side. So I had some blueberries over there before, but it did not do good, and I put it in the ground. This time I did not. I put it in a pot, and let's see how it does. Right now we notice that the squirrels are digging, and they're trying to find something. I don't know what, but they're trying to find something in there, and it's messing around with my blueberries. Now this area here, I'm going to put some zinnias in there. My uncle gave me a whole bunch of seeds of zinnias and sunflowers, so I'm going to fill this up, and I'm going to put all of that in there so we can get these pollinators going. Okay, y'all see all this here? That's 3 beds right there. All of this here is moving. It's moving over here. Okay, it's going to move over here, because my husband's going to be doing something on this side over here, where we're going to put another pergola and have something else. So this will be moving after the season. I told him, no sir, are you going to move these plants? Well, I just put them down. I don't want them to die. So we're going to have to wait. But he's going to be building me a newer type of bed. So I'll be able to show y'all all that in a bit, because that's the area that needs some things. And I'll show you that in a minute. You try to hide You try to hide what is not looking the best. But since this is an update and I'm telling you that I'm going to be moving some stuff, then I might as well just show you. No need to hide it. No need to hide it. But anyway, let's get back to talking about these plants. Okay, so here is my second blueberry bush here. It did have some blueberries on it, but you know what? I either think the birds or the squirrels then ate the blueberries. Oh, no. You know what? I tried to blame them, and there we go. They didn't eat a thing. Okay, I can't blame them. I'm sorry. I can't blame you. But anyway, this is the blueberries here, the blueberry bushes, and hopefully they will do better this year. So here, y'all, don't judge me. Don't judge me just yet. This is what I'm working on today. This is what my husband went to Lowe's to get. I have these little poles right here. I'm going to be using a cow fence in order to bring this up, because right now these are my peas. Like, I got some peas and I got 6, 2, 4, and 6. Okay, so they're going to be growing up and I'm going to need something. Now this one is not as developed over here, but you see this here? You see why this is over here? Because those squirrels, they were having a field damn day. Okay, they were having a field day with my strawberries. So I have to cover these up. So yes, does this area look a mess right now? It does, because I had to cover this up until after we get the cucumbers and the peas on the trellis, on the cow fencing, put that up, and then we will be able to spread out those strawberries more, and then not have them as covered, because they won't have any chance of getting in this area. Y'all, I am so sorry that you got to see this. I am so sorry, but you got to. You got to see it. Like, why do I gotta cover up my stuff? Why? Why do I have to cover it up? Why do I have to cover stuff? Because the squirrels want to be squirrels, as my husband says. He's like, Joy, they're out here in nature. What do you think is going to happen? They're going to just look in and say, oh, Joy don't want that, so I'm not going to eat. True. No, that's not what they're going to say. They're going to say, I'm going to eat regardless of what Joy is doing. So my thing is that I'm having some trouble with the squirrels. I'm always out there like scatting them away and doing all this stuff with the squirrels. But it's not helping. It's not helping. Anybody have any ideas? Besides letting the squirrel be a squirrel, as my husband says, we just gotta, protect the strawberries as much as we can. Okay, so let's get on over here to the last little bed that I have. This is my bed that I never ever change, and it is my herb garden bed, and that is, I have thyme, and thyme is just so thyme, I guess. It's so woody, so it's very hard to kind of really take care of, because it kind of does its own little thing, but all the little stuff that gets in it, and thyme is so tedious. You see that? So when you cut this to go in your dish when you get ready to cook, you got to move your hand across that to get these little bitty look how tiny, these little bitty tiny leaves off. It is so tiny, so tedious. I love thyme, but I hate thyme. Here is my sage. No, this is the oregano. There's my oregano. It does good. This is all from last year. Nothing has moved. This is my rosemary. I love rosemary. You see, I have all types of green onions. My son used to always say, Mama, why you like so many green onions? I'm tired of green onions. I'm like, well, son, when you get tired of green onions, then make sure you don't have any in your own garden. and then don't eat what I have. But sage, here's my sage. Now, I got this plant sage. I don't really know why. I haven't done anything with it. I haven't even done any cooking. If you know anything that I can do with sage to put in whatever type of dish, put it in the comments. Now, did I do something possibly wrong? Yes, I did. I put in a watermelon. I got 6 watermelon plants. I put them in my herb garden just to see what they're going to do. I will transfer them once they start doing something, but for now I don't have any room. And then here, there is my lavender. I love lavender. So there's my lavender, and I bought another lavender plant as well. So yep, that's where we are with that. So that's all 5 gardens. Now look at this, y'all. So my mother-in-law shared with me, and you will see in this video as well, where I'm talking about what she gave me. She gave me this vertical garden. I'm so excited, and I just can't hide it, y'all. I got something new. Yeah, got something new to me, but not new to my mother-in-law. I want to say thank you, mom-in-law, for giving me this vertical planter. Everybody's been talking about these vertical planters, and so I get the opportunity now to try it. She would send me the links about getting the vertical planter, and I would look at it, and I would look at that price, and I'm like, I'm on a budget. I can't get that. So she is a vertical planter and also a planter of beds. And basically, you know what? My mother-in-law, she is an expert of planting. So I am definitely so grateful to her for giving me this. I guess she got tired of sending me all of those links, and I wasn't buying a thing. So she said, well, I'm done with this one. You can have it. So yay! So I am going to be filling this up with soil. It's vertical. If you are just starting your journey with planting and you want to do some things with planting, well, the vertical planter is definitely a way to go. I think I'm planting some kale in here, some cherry little tomatoes in here, and a couple other things. I cannot wait to see what I can put in this. So I'm going to take this. It is not going to stay here. And it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I got 5 of these. It's gonna be a vertical tower once I'm done. I am. Ooh, listen to all of those airplanes. Let's wait till that goes over. Hold on. Okay, so I'm going to move this over, and so it will be able to get as much sun as my other plants. And once I do that, then I will start to share with y'all so you can see what's going on. Thank you, Mama Boyd, for giving me this vertical planter that I can use inside of my garden. I know you were tired of sending me that link, and I wasn't doing a thing with it because your girl is on a budget, okay? But I am. I was on a budget, and I was like, I cannot buy this vertical planter. So again, she does it all the time. She's so gift giving, especially when it comes to things that she loves, and gardening is one. And she has gifted me this planter, and I am gonna use it, and I'm going to share with y'all exactly how it works out. So I hope it works out like hers, because when you see the stuff she plants, woo, I'm about to do an interview with her if she allows me to. An interview with her just to show all of her planting and how she does things. She is the expert. She is my expert. So I really enjoy that she shares that knowledge with me. And the joking side of my family comes from my husband's side, which mainly it comes from my mother-in-law, because she jokes all the time. And she sent me a text and say, hey, I'm going to give you some family wisdom, garden wisdom, and I'm going to give you the family discount. And I'm like, what? I got to pay? But anyway, that's just an inside joke between us in the family. All right, so I'll see y'all over there as I fill these up with some soil. and then you put the plants. So you fill it all the way up to the top. You put your plants in each one, and then these little things here are your water. This is the water that you're going to put in between each one of these, and water will fill up to water your plants. And then you have your huge, what did I do with that? Because my husband helped me put this together. But anyway, you have a huge cover where you fill that up with water, and then it just kind of goes all the way down. So again, I am very excited that I get to do this. Put in there some kale, some greens, and I have some cherry tomatoes. I have lots of little things in there as well, and it so far is doing really good. You do what it do the same thing it would do if it was in your regular garden. So yeah, that is doing very good. And so I'm happy with that. Okay, so now I'm going to show y'all. Now the mess. Okay, here it is. This is the area that we got to do. So we got 3 sections, y'all. 3 sections to our yard. Our yard is big. You know, I would not say that our yard is not a big yard for the things that I got going on, and it's a lot to contain. So when the boys were here, they stomped out grass. Look at that. Hey, so we just got 2 days ago, came and took down this maple tree right there, and another tree on the other side, on the other side, on my pond side. And then we're getting this tree right here. See that tree? There's another maple tree and this big pine tree out of the yard. We're getting this out of the yard so that we can move the beds on this side, make where our pergola is on the other side. And yeah, now I told him we're not getting rid of this one. This is my weeping mulberry tree. I love this tree. It has been here almost 20 years, and we're not getting rid of this one. I don't know what it's called, but it's too pretty because it makes these big pink flowers and bring me lots of pollinators. So Yeah, that's where we are. So you see how I have all my lighting at nighttime. It comes on now because the time has changed again. It comes on at nighttime around 8 o'clock, and it's beautiful, beautiful, beautiful out here. Here you see I have my bamboo. I got these flowers. I just got to figure out where I'm going to put them. So I got a lot of work, y'all. I have a lot of work ahead of me. I really do. But that's okay because I'm up for the job, especially during this weekend. This is my chasing joy. This weekend, this is my chasing joy. Okay, what is yours? What's your chasing joy? You've gotten an update as far as what is going on in my yard and what I need to do. Now, you either do the same thing, go out in your garden and look around and smile and talk to your veggies and sit down and have a peaceful time. That is Joy's update this weekend as far as what's going on in the garden. All right, have a good one, y'all. And don't forget, love who you are and let no one, and I mean no one, take your joy away, because that's what it's about.
Pots of something sweet, steam kissing my tired face. Every mile and every meal turns my life into a grace. Hey, they ask me how you stay so light. I say, baby, I work at it each night.